Hi, I'm Erin Pressler, Inventory Manager for Vroman's and Book Soup. I want to thank all of you for being part of our inventory this year. We couldn't do it without all of your help. You have all been assigned to work as auditors for this year's inventory. I'm going to spend the next few minutes talking to you and explaining our auditing process. Each year, we hire an outside inventory service named Regis that is responsible for the physical inventory. Auditing is counting the retail value of the inventory in a specific section. Our purpose of auditing is to verify that the inventory service, Regis, we hire is providing an accurate count. At the end of the inventory, they give me 3 totals: a total for books, a total for non-book, and a total for our periodicals and magazines. Regis will tag sections in each store prior to the start of inventory. Each section tag will be numbered. Each store will have a staff member assigned as audit coordinator, who supervises and manages the audit team. Each audit team will consist of 2 people. At ACV and VHR, auditors will be paired with 1 temp from a temp agency. At Book Soup, the auditors will be paired with another Book Soup employee. You are the leader of your team. When the audit coordinator sends you on a break, it is your responsibility to inform your teammate. If you are having any issues with the temp employee you are paired with, please let the audit coordinator know and they will find a way to fix the problem or issue. The audit coordinator is going to assign sections that are going to have to be audited or counted. They will add these sections to an audit log. Here are examples of the audit log. They will have 4 to 5 sections per form. The date and store will be completed and filled in by the audit coordinator. So as you notice, the date, store name is already filled out and section numbers. You are responsible for filling in your name and your temp's name, or your name and your fellow employee's name. At ACV, the audit coordinator will indicate on the audit log where sections are in the store to help make it easier to find. The audit coordinator will fill in section numbers prior to your arrival. These section numbers correlate with the Regis section tags. So every number on this audit log will correlate with a section number on the Regis tags. For example, they may write down northeast on the audit log. That indicates that the sections on that audit log will be downstairs, northeast part of the store. Each team is going to be given an audit bag. This bag contains an adding machine, extra machine tape, a stapler, extra staples, and a pen. Before you arrive for your shift, Regis will be in this store tagging every section, display, and table that we have in the store with Regis section tags. This is an example of the Regis section tag. The number at the top here is the actual area number or the section number. We only include the first 4 digits. This would be section number 500. Drop any number after that, after the dash. The 9 would not be part of this tag. Again, this is section number 500. The audit coordinator will also pair you up with a teammate. Again, at ACV and VHR, you will be teamed up and paired up with a temp. At Book Soup, you will be paired up with a fellow employee. They will give you an audit log listing what sections you are responsible for counting. They will have already filled in the store and the date. You need to fill in your name and your temp's name, or your name and your fellow employee's name. Once you have been given your supply bag, your audit logs, you are ready to go and count a section. I recommend that you start with the first section on your audit log. Find that first section. If you are having trouble finding that section in the store, there are employees stationed throughout the store to help you. They will have copies of the store maps. They are either the map coordinator or the IZL, which stands for Inventory Zone Leaders. Find them, to ask them and say, do you know where this section is? I would not take more than 5 minutes at the most looking for a section. Again, there are going to be hundreds of Regis tags around the store. Ask for help if you cannot find your section right away. Once you and your teammate get to your first section, I want you to stop and review that section. Is there more than one type of merchandise living in that section? Prior to inventory, we have employees who are responsible for separating and destroying all displays. There should be no display in the store on inventory night that has more than one type of merchandise in it. It should be all books, it should be all non-book, or it should be all periodicals. Again, review your section. If you have more than one type of merchandise, do not count that section, and please let the IZL know, the Inventory Zone Leader. They will know how to fix it. If you get to a section and there are no problems, start counting. First thing you want to do, again, on your audit log, is to note the department type. Again, what type of merchandise is in that section? Is it 1 books? Is it 2 non-books? Or is it 3 magazines, periodicals? Based on your knowledge of our inventory type, what is in that section? I do not want you going off of what is already on the Regis tag. Regis could be wrong. Ignore whatever department type they put there. It is based on your knowledge of the inventory type that is in that section. You've confirmed it's all one type of merchandise. You're ready to count the section. Again, jot down the department type. Is it 1 books? Is it 2 non-book? Or is it 3 periodicals, magazines? For inventory purposes, we break down our inventory into 3 types of merchandise. 1 being book, 2 being non-book, and 3 being periodicals, magazines. Books are very self-explanatory. Again, magazines, periodicals, non-book. If you are unsure whether something is a book or a non-book, I recommend that you look at the Vromans or the Book Soup label on the item. If that item has 2 digits before the department category name on your label, that is a book item. If that item does not have 2 digits before the department category, that's considered non-book. Again, on the actual Vromans or Book Soup label, if you see 2 digits before the department category, we consider that a book item. Any item that does not have those 2 digits before the department category is considered a non-book item. If it is a book item, there will be 2 numbers listed before the department category on the sticker. If it is a non-book item, there will be no 2 digits on the sticker. This is 28 blank books. The 2 digits before the department category indicates that this is a book item. Beware of items like journals and diaries. Depending on what buying team purchased these items, they might be coded 28 blank book or diaries, journals. Again, no 2 digits are before diaries, journals. This would be a non-book item. You need to review the labels to see what type of inventory it is. You are then ready to count the section. I would recommend using the temp to add up the section, and the Vromans or Book Soup employee should call off or read out the retail prices. I say this because when we hire the temps, we ask that they be 10 key proficient. They're probably faster on the adding machine than we are. And I also feel like the Vromans and Book Soup employees know our stickers more. They know where to find the retail prices. They're way more familiar with that. So again, I recommend the Vromans employee read off the retail prices in a section, and the temp or the other employee using the adding machine and adding up every retail total in that section. I'd also like to take a couple seconds to talk about the adding machine. When you're ready to add your section up, note you should only be adding, never multiply. You want to add each unit in that section 1 by 1 by 1. The adding machine is going to be preset for you so that you do not need to add in any decimal points. All you need to do is type in the retail price. For example, $7.99 plus $14.95 plus. This makes it quicker. You don't have to stop and put the decimals in. It makes the auditing and the adding much faster for you. If you have the same price, let's say a greeting card section where 30 of the items in a row are $7.99 each or $5.99 each. $5.99 plus. Again. You just have to hit the plus sign. You do not have to hit the price again. If it's the same price, again. To total up your section, to get your retail total and to get your total units, you hit the star button. Your tape total now will have your total units. In this section, there were 12 different items that lived in that section, and you will have your retail total at the bottom. Again, never multiply. You want to add. Every single unit in that section, you want to add. No multiplying. Do not take a break in the middle of counting a section. The adding machine may stop, and you will lose all of your information and have to start all over again. If you are counting a book section, you should always start at the top shelf, left to right, and work your way down. For example, the tag is here. You should start left to right, then move down to your next shelf, left to right, next shelf, left to right. Again, left to right, top to bottom, reading off each individual retail price that is on each book in that section. Tables, I recommend that you start where the tag is on the table, close to the tag, and count clockwise. It makes it easier to go back and look for any errors if we know which direction you're counting in. Some of our merchandise is self-explanatory, and you can definitely tell what it is by looking at it. Of course, these are books. Again, type 1, books. This is considered a non-book item, a plush toy, non-book. And this is a magazine, periodicals, or type 3. If Regis is counting the section you need to audit, just move on to your next section and come back to count once Regis is done. If you are having any trouble finding your section, you can ask our map coordinator or the inventory zone leader. They are our employees who will have copies of the maps, who are in designated areas in the store, who are there to help you. Side note, if there is a drawer below a section being audited, it will have a separate area tag and should not be counted with a tag above it. Move on to the next section. Once all items have been added, total the adding machine tape. Once you and your team have finished adding up all of the retail totals in one section, you need to tape your adding machine tape total. See instructions on adding machine operations. Then the audit team needs to write the section number on the tape. On the adding machine tape total, once you've totaled it, you're going to have your total retail at the bottom there. I want you guys to transfer the section number onto the bottom of the adding machine tape total. So if you are counting section number 516, I need you to write section 516 on the bottom of this adding machine tape total. Once you guys have completed all of your sections, all 4 or 5 of your sections that you're being asked to audit, again, all the information is transferred on over. You have your total units, you have your total retail, and you're writing down your section number. The total units, your total retail from your adding machine tape total should be transferred to your audit log. You are writing how many units, which is on your adding machine tape total, and your total retail. You have your section number, department type, which you're writing in, 1, 2, or 3, your total units, and your total retail. I need you guys to staple all of your adding machine tape totals to the back of your audit log. You want to make sure that your adding machine tape totals are no longer than 6 inches in length and that they are stapled together so they don't come apart and are unwieldy. You should staple 3 along the top and 2 on the bottom. We find that it fits the best that way. When you staple them, you should also make sure the section numbers and the totals are on top and they're displayed. Again, you will have your tape total at the finish. You want to staple your adding machine tape total together first, write down your section number, and then take that and staple it to the back of your audit log. Once your team has completed counting your sections, the audit log needs to be turned into the audit coordinator, at which point the team will be then given a new audit log with additional sections to be counted. No team should be given more than one greeting card section, and no team should be given more than one periodical or magazine section. They take a very long time to count, and we don't want you guys doing more than one. If you are given more than one greeting card section or a magazine periodical section, please let the audit coordinator know, and they will fix the problem. All questions about auditing should be directed to the audit coordinator. The audit coordinator is responsible for issuing breaks for auditors. Breaks should be taken only after completing one audit log and prior to starting your next audit log. When you take a break, remember, you are the team leader. If you are teamed up with a temp, that you're the leader of this team. Make sure you let your temp know where to meet you after your break. Breaks usually run about 10 minutes long. Once you guys leave for your break, make sure you tell your temp, let's meet back here at this time. At that point, after your break, the audit coordinator is going to give you another blank audit log and with another 4 or 5 sections on it. You're going to be asked to go and again count those sections. You will be given approximately 3 to 4 audit logs to complete during the evening. Since your shift is under 5 hours, you will not be clocking in or out for your breaks. Thank you again for helping us out with inventory this year. Please stay tuned for an example of two of our employees auditing a section. The auditors have found their section and have established who will be reading off prices and who will be using the adding machine. If the auditor is unsure of where a section starts or ends, they should ask the IZL. The auditors are now reviewing the Regis tag to make sure the area number on the tag matches the area number on the audit log, and also checking to see if there are notes that indicate specific shelves or size of tables to count. Take a moment to review the section to confirm that the merchandise is all the same. Remember, it all has to be either books, non-book, or periodicals. If a section is thought to have mixed merchandise, the auditor should not count that section and they should inform the IZL. Once an inventory type is identified, write the inventory type on the audit log and then begin counting that section.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
While auditing a section, if you happen to find an item without a Vroman's or a Book Soup sticker, do not count that item. Yell out price check and our IZL will come over and help. Every item needs a Vroman's or a Book Soup sticker, except for greeting cards that normally don't have them in magazines. If the IZL is able to find the sticker, they will point that out to you and give you the item back, and you add it into your section. If the IZL cannot find a sticker, they're going to take that book away from you. You should then continue counting your section. If you make a mistake while you're adding a section, please refer to your adding machine instructions. Those will be included in your audit bag. If you have any problems with your adding machine, remember to go to the audit coordinator. They can help you out. This section is finished, and the audit team is ready to move on to their next section. If this is the last section, the audit team is ready to turn that audit log into the audit coordinator and get their next audit log. Thank you again for watching the Auditor Training. Inventory is a very special event that Vroman's and Book Soup does every year. We get useful reports at the end of inventory. I get a return report. We get a few reports that clean up inaccurate on-hands. So it is a very, very important event that we do every year. But most importantly is that you guys have fun. For the past several years, I've incorporated fun themes for inventory. We've done a luau theme, we've done a Mardi Gras theme, done a superhero theme. And I hope this year will not disappoint. We're going to have activities throughout the evening. We will have food and beverages for you guys. I want you all to participate in that. Again, most importantly, I want you guys to have fun. We could not do this without all of you. Have a good evening, and thank you so much for helping us.